Today, I'm going to get into the topic of the Toyota hybrid recommended scheduled service intervals versus an equivalent model non-hybrid Toyota vehicle, and to what might surprise a lot of viewers, buyers, and customers, the hybrid and non-hybrid service recommendations and intervals for the most part are identical. There's a lot of speculation out there that because hybrid Toyotas are a little bit more complex, which to that they are, and there are some additional parts that you don't necessarily have in the non-hybrid Toyota, that when you drive, let's say, a RAV4 hybrid versus driving a RAV4 non-hybrid, you might have to visit the service shop and get your RAV hybrid into the service department more frequently or more often, or speaking to that, the actual service cost and the maintenance might be more higher and more expensive on the hybrid version Toyota vehicle. Rest assured, everyone, this actually is not the case. I'm going to review it just ahead in this video, but before I do, make sure you smash a thumbs up for this video, like it, subscribe if you haven't already to the best Toyota channel on YouTube, the Toyota World YouTube channel. All right, first, let's just talk about a very broad explanation of what a hybrid Toyota vehicle is. So there's a couple of different variants of hybrid powertrain systems, at least in the Toyota world. For example, there's the plug-in hybrid, which is on the RAV4 and the Prius. There's full EV, so no combustion engine whatsoever. That's something like the Toyota BZ4X. And then there's the very common hybrid powertrain system. Now, the hybrid powertrain system is usually comprised of a gasoline combustion engine, which also yields and works alongside an electric motor hooked up to a high voltage battery. Now, this hybrid powertrain system can be a variant of different hybrid powertrain models that Toyota has and offers, like the hybrid Synergy Drive, the THS hybrid system, or what's in the Toyota Camry 2025, which I say in a lot of my videos is the best hybrid powertrain system out, which is the best hybrid powertrain system that Toyota offers, which is the THS 5 hybrid system. Toyota's hybrid powertrain system is designed to be seamless. There's no recharging that you would have to do. There's no plugging in of anything. So what happens is you have your combustion engine, but typically the vehicle will start driving in the electric motor. Now, various conditions would alter that, and it would yield to the combustion engine at various times, depending on how forcefully you accelerate, what your speed is, the temperature outside, and so on. But for the most part, you'll be driving some portion of your transportation when you're at lower speeds, lower acceleration on electric mode. And then as you gradually pass those thresholds, the electric motor will kick out and kick in your combustion engine in terms of charging. There's no charging involved that you have to do every time you brake. It's called regenerative braking. You're sending power back to that high voltage battery and recycling this energy, which gets stored and which gets put back to your high voltage battery in your Toyota hybrid vehicle. Guys, if you want a very detailed or a more detailed explanation of the Toyota hybrid powertrain system, how it works, what to expect in terms of fuel economy, how to increase longevity, there's an ebook available. You can get it. I'll put a link in the description below. This explains a little bit more details of the in-depth applications of a hybrid powertrain system from Toyota. It's about 50 pages long, but let's continue on with these service intervals on the non-hybrid versus the hybrid. All right, so when it comes to regular service intervals and regular maintenance, things like oil changes, brake inspections, tire rotations, and fluid checks, The Toyota hybrid system actually follows the same schedule as their non hybrid counterparts. And that's because both alternatives, the hybrid and the non hybrid, have very similar key core components and they operate in the same fashion in terms of transportation. Now, yes, the hybrid system does have a large high voltage battery, it has an electric motor, and a few other components that you don't really get in the non hybrid version. But key components like combustion engine, transmission, and even suspension are all very similar, if not identical. So that means that, yeah, regular service intervals of every 6 months or so are still going to apply with the non hybrid versus the hybrid. Now, what about that high voltage battery that usually sits under the floor bed of your hybrid Toyota RAV4, Highlander, Corolla Cross, whatever the case is? Well, you'll be rest assured and very pleased that you get a very large and generous manufacturer warranty on that high voltage battery of 10 years or 240,000 kilometers, whichever comes first. So, in other words, in terms of your hybrid system, Toyota has you covered for the long haul. And as per any services or anything like that on the hybrid high voltage battery, there's really nothing to do unless something for whatever reason goes wrong. There's no coolants, there's no oil changes on the high voltage battery, no fluid changes, nothing really to check on in terms of needing maintenance or wear and tear on that high voltage battery, like I said, unless you notice something different or not going as planned. So, in a nutshell, Toyota has designed their hybrid Toyotas to be just as easy to service and maintain as their non hybrid vehicles, which is great because a lot of our vehicles nowadays do have many variants in hybrid powertrain systems. And for the most part, some of our models are starting to come in hybrid only. Toyota Sienna, Camry, the Crown Signia lineup, the Land Cruiser, and I think there will be more as time goes on. Like, for example, the new Gen Rav, I think, is going to be hybrid only. So, really, there's not much that's different. Yes, you still have to do some particulars and checks on your hybrid powertrain system when you're in for service, which goes into your scheduled recommended routine maintenance, but it's not much different than what you've got to do on your gasoline version Toyota vehicle. For example, you got to make sure that the air filter that filters and cools down your electric hybrid high voltage battery, for example, is checked regularly and changed when it needs to be changed, because you want to make sure that the operating temperature is optimal for the system so that it performs and gives you the best fuel economy possible. But in fact, things like oil changes and those type of intervals on your non-hybrid are the same as your hybrid Toyota vehicle. They're not any sooner and they're not any later. So really, other than that additional check of your high voltage cooling system to make sure that the airflow is proper and that it's operating at an optimal temperature, there isn't much that differs from the non-hybrid to the hybrid. Now, yes, you might be saying, what about that high voltage battery? But guys, I just told you about the manufacturer's warranty from Toyota. It's long and Toyota has you covered for quite a while. Yes, there's a possibility that down the road you might have to replace the battery if something goes wrong. But keep in mind, those chances are very small, very minimal. And for my own experience, I've been with Toyota for almost 18 years, and I don't recall us ever having to replace a hybrid high voltage battery to my recollection, and we service a lot of hybrid Toyota vehicles. So it goes without saying, yeah, if you have that extra component, yeah, the risk is there, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you'd have to run into that problem or that you would run into that problem. Keep in mind, if you do your regular routine schedule checks and maintenances, it would avoid any of this in the future anyways. Hopefully, I've helped debunk the myth that the hybrid Toyotas have to go into the shop more often for longer periods of time and might cost more to maintain when compared to the non-hybrid Toyota. Really, the only factor there is your high voltage battery. But like I said, I just gave you the stats on that, and I just explained the very invasive, long manufacturer's warranty that comes with that high voltage battery and the hybrid powertrain system. I hope you guys enjoyed this video discussion and review. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care.